Hello Aquarius, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your October 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what's going on for the sign of Aquarius? What do we need to know for you? We have the Devil coming out. So with the Devil, this can represent contracts, this can represent black magic, being bound to a situation that you don't want to be bound to, being chained to addictions right here. So the Devil is a perverse version of the Lovers. It doesn't always have to be bad, though. It does represent that you have to sign a contract and someone else has to sign a contract, and now you are eternally bound or you're obligated to whatever this situation is. Or it can be representation of, that nagging thing on the side of your shoulder right here saying, you should go and smoke that drug, you should go and do this, you should go and do that. And when you know that you're recovering from a situation, saying, that one extra drink won't hurt you. Like, that's kind of like the Devil sitting on your shoulder. Now, as I said before, it doesn't always have to be all bad. You can get exactly what you want, but if you are going to sign something, make sure that you read it inside and outside. Make sure you have someone who knows what they're doing reading the contract as well. So that way you can have a better outcome for you. So what's going on with this Devil energy for Aquarius? What do we need to know? It can also be representation of black magic attacks. It could be representation that someone is trying to perform black magic on you or you doing it to someone else. We have the Queen of Swords in reversed, we have the King of Swords in reversed, and we have the Emperor in reverse. So what I'm seeing right here is that there is a lot of miscommunication, and because of this miscommunication, it's causing a lot of fights. Two people could have very large misunderstandings with one another because the Queen of Swords is in reverse. So she's kind of like an attorney. The King of Swords is also kind of like an attorney, but they can also be represented as judges. So these people don't have all the facts to a situation, and because of that, they're fighting it out. So this could be actual representation of a court battle right here, being bound to something. However, with this Emperor, it seems like it's a very brutal fight because remember, the Emperor is ruled by Aries. Aries does bring war. Aries is the concept of war. So these two people are having a verbal conflict. Now let's clarify this Devil energy. What's going on with this? I'm going to be using the Vampire Tarot. So this could also be, that contract is broken apart. Now two attorneys are going after it, trying to prove their case in court right here, saying that my client doesn't, need to be obligated to pay X, Y, and Z. But someone is saying, yes, they did because they signed their name on this contract. And it's becoming like a very brutal affair, though. So what's going on with this Devil energy? Why is the Devil here? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? The Star. So it's, okay. It's divinely meant to occur. So what I'm seeing right here is that, how bad things can happen in your life? When the Devil does something for evil, God can use it for good. That's what this is. You're divinely meant to go through some sort of situation right here because it makes you come out on top, all right? It's kind of like, for example, when people trip and fall at a store and they break their hip, well, all of a sudden they get like a couple $1 million payout. Like, that's the situation right there. There's a situation that is not very good for you, but because it did happen to you and because, it's kind of like a fuck up that makes millions. But I don't think that, I don't think it's your fault. I think it's someone else's fault. Let's get one more card for that. 5 of Knives. So there is a verbal conflict. So I kind of feel like someone's trying to prove that it's not your fault and someone is trying to prove that it is your fault. It's kind of like the concept of, that woman spilling the McDonald's coffee on herself. Well, was McDonald's at fault or was she at fault? Well, they said that McDonald's had brewed their coffee way too high. So, I mean, it's kind of like a, catch-22 right there. I mean, the only way that they can solve this was through a court of law. And that's kind of what I'm seeing right here is that there is a very brutal argument, but it is designed for it to happen this way with the Star energy being your energy, being the Grand Astrologer energy. So I kind of feel like the King of Swords is you with this Starlight. I feel like you could come out on top, but not after you fight with this Libra energy because we are in Libra season. So what's going on? We have the 10 of Skulls and we have the 10 of Cups coming out with the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this person is trying to defend their place not having to pay this to you or not having to let you have this. I feel like something is yours. And I feel like the star is yours. However, you're going to have to fight tooth and nail for this. What's the King of Swords got? You got the Empress, you got the Ten of Scepters, and the Eight of Scepters. So you're deserving of it because a big deal happened for you. Something really big happened really quickly with this Ten of Scepters. You exerted a lot of force. Something really bad, well, I won't say really bad, but something quickly happened by exerting a lot of force. And you're deserving of the Empress, which is kind of like the Ten of Skulls, Ten of Cups together. The Moon. But it's cloaked in mystery, so that's the whole point. You're trying to prove something right here. Someone is trying to prove a situation. You're trying to prove it, and the other person is trying to block you. The Wheel of Fortune, but it does go in your favor, it looks like. One more card for that. The Eight of Knives. The Magician. You're able to free yourself from a situation because you know something. Okay, so the Eight of Knives is like you are looking over something because the Eight of Knives is Geminian energy. She's chained to 8 swords, right? Well, she's not actually chained to them. She's standing there, right? She's wrapped up and she has a blindfold over. There are 8 swords right there. The Eight of Swords can also be intently studying something. It doesn't have to be like, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't have to be like you're chained, like physically chained, okay? You could be intently studying something right here to where you don't want to look at anything else. You're not even wanting to eat right here. You're not getting enough sleep. You're studying something to its fullest extent. You're using that magician energy, which is also your energy, to pull something out of this Wheel of Fortune, to pull something out of the darkness with this moonlight energy. You're deserving of this right here, but someone is going to fight you tooth and nail to protect what is theirs. But because you find something out, because the magician is like someone who understands the concept of magic inside and out. He understands the concept of law because the magician is not a person, it is an idea. Someone who is skilled at everything, skilled at making contracts with the devil, skilled at making contracts with the angels, skilled at, inventing, creating, mastering things, necromancy, pyromancy, hydromancy, the highest level, the highest achievement, understanding how they all connect, right? That's what this is. So you're going to be intently looking at something. You have the Four of Wands, meaning that you find it. You have a celebration, but it's a small celebration. You need to be quiet with this Three of Swords. So you're celebrating it, but it's still a heartbreaking situation because you know that you're deserving of it. It's kind of like someone is protecting their interests. They know that they have to pay you out. They know that you got hurt. They know that something happened, but they don't want to pay you out. You find it, but ultimately you're still hurt by the situation. You're still hurt that people could be rude. Because, here's the thing. When you go into a court of law, or when you go into anything where you're having to try to prove something right here, people are always going to be assholes because they're trying to protect their interests. That's the whole point. But it is saying that information is crossed. They're not looking at each other's information, whether that's purposefully or whether that's, them not having all of the information. So let's look at that. Why are these two people like in reverse right here? Why are the king and queen in reverse? The Justice. Okay, so it is balancing out in a court of law. They're trying to prove each other's point. The Emperor, the Tower, the Fool. Trying to create a new situation for yourself, but it's not going to happen until the Tower breaks. That's the whole point. Remember, I said war brings death. Scorpio and Aries co-rule the Tower. Scorpio's death, Aries is war. Bringing the situation down to create a very good outcome, which is a brand new beginning for you. Now, that's not saying that the blank slate is completely wiped clean. It's just saying you have a new beginning for you in life. So you could still be, suffering from the injuries of what happened. However, you have a brand new beginning forward. It's kind of like, you're living paycheck to paycheck and all of a sudden you're a millionaire kind of thing. I'm not saying that you're going to be. This could be within anything within your life, but it does seem like it's taking place in a court of law. Queen of Cups. Six of Pentacles. You're going to have to argue the case. You have to use sweet words. You have to give back and forth. It's going to be an ebb and flow. I feel like someone is judging this situation that's kind of keen with you. The Hermit, because something is revealed. The Lord of Cups is revealed with the Seven of Skulls. Information that actually is very critical to something right here is revealed to you, Aquarius. Or you're revealing this information. So now you have the Lord of Grails with the Queen of Grails coming out. So it looks like the Queen of Grails is having to pay out with the Six of Skulls because something is illuminated. The Lord of Grails is, saying something about this Seven of Skulls. So the Queen of Grails with the Six of Skulls, the King of Grails with the Seven of Skulls. The King and the Seven trump the Queen and the Six, right? Kings trump the Queens unless they're in the Wand energy. So the King of Swords is trumping the Queen of Swords, because if you can look right here, remember we said the Ten of Skulls with the Ten of Cups, there's the Empress. But it's not without some sort of like brutal information that has to be passed back and forth, fighting over a situation, balancing out the scales of Libra. There has to be a tower breakdown. The Fool has to come out. Yeah, the Queen of Wands right here. The Queen of Wands can't trump the King of Wands. The Two of Swords with the Seven of Knives. Yeah, you can push back right here. There's information that the Queen of Wands does not know that she can use to push back. So that's what I'm saying, is that you have information that you don't see that you can use right here. And whatever it is within your life, Aquarius, there is something that you have, or maybe it's something you need to study. It's something that you have. Page of Pentacles, something very small. Some people don't fucking like pay attention to the pages, right? Like, unless it's the Page of Wands, people look at the pages, they're like, oh, that's an initiate, leave them alone. They're kind of young, they're stupid, they have no idea. So what I'm seeing right here is that you're kind of treating the Page of Skulls like that situation. Because remember, the Page of Skulls is kind of like a very plain person. She's not like, you know, she's not like the Page of Cups. She's definitely not the Page of Wands. She's just kind of like, you know, in a very big dress with brown hair. Like, the Page of Wands in this deck is like, you know, out there and outgoing. Like, it draws attention to itself. So what I'm seeing right here is that you have something that seems very mundane. Critical piece of information. Evidence, something, Nine of Scepters, proving it. It's within the physical state. It's around you. Okay, so Daughter of Skulls with the Nine of Scepters. It's like in the bloodstream, maybe. It could be Daughter of Skulls, physical fire in the earth, because that's kind of like Leo energy. Volcano, physical fire. Sagittarius energy coming out, getting bruised and battered. Page of Wands, new to a situation, being blessed by the universe with the Ace of Pentacles. One more card. The Five of Cups. So it seems like it's in the system. It's kind of like proving, like if someone gave you an STD and you can prove it, or if you can prove something is wrong with your body because of something. Like, you know, people, when they sign like military contracts and whatnot, I've actually seen this firsthand. Someone that I know ended up getting cancer from staying on one of the camps for too long, right? That's like the proof right there. They know that the evidence is that this water in this system causes cancer. People get it when they stay on this camp for too long. That's what the situation is. It's like you can prove it. It's inside of you, or it's like it's there. There's something that it's physical. Well, it might not actually be physical, but it's saying that it is. So it might be a piece of paper that you have tucked away somewhere that you haven't really paid attention to. You could have spilled something on it. It's the Ace of Skulls. I just said the Daughter of Skulls is given the Ace of Skulls. I just don't know. It's going to be different for everyone because this is a general reading. But yeah, it's definitely... Okay, let me tell you something. Hold on. Here's how tarot works. It's going to be some kind of like really broad information. Sorry, I don't like when my hair pieces like that and it annoys me. But listen. So, I lost something a while back, right? And I thought someone may have stolen it. I didn't know what happened. So I asked the tarot, I said, where is it? And it gave me the Knight of Pentacles and then the World card, right? So it said Knight of Pentacles on top of the World, right? First card, Knight of Pentacles. Second card, World. It was placed on top of the World. I said, what does that mean? So I said, I guess I lost it. I guess it's lost in the world. No. Come to find out, I have a set of encyclopedia, world encyclopedias, and it was on top of the encyclopedia, world encyclopedias. I'm not joking. Like, that's what this is. So, like, actually take it literally, but on like a figurative sense. I don't know how to explain that for you, Aquarius, but yeah, that's definitely what this situation is. You can win this, but you have to like figure out what the piece is, the missing piece. You're studying it with the Eight of Scepters or the Eight of Swords right here, but you have to figure it out. It's like very convoluted and very occultic. The moon can represent the inside of the body because in Chinese medicine, usually the inside organs or the insides represent the moon energy, and anything on the outside organs, whatever, is like the sun energies, and that kind of like implies yin and yang, the outside of the body with the inside of the body. That could be that situation right there, but I'm saying that it could be inside the body with the moon energy. One more card. The devil right here. Yeah, it's like it's connected to you. Connected inside of you, connected to you somehow. Double clarification of the devil. The Prince of Scepters. Prince of Scepters rushing into a situation. The devil, I can't remember what Capricorn rules on the body. Look up what Capricorn rules on the body. So anyway, let's look at your witches familiars. What's going on with this? Nope. Persecution. Yeah, they're fighting you. They're persecuting you. They're like going in and out saying, you don't deserve this because you can't prove this, but you can. You can prove something. Goblin, malice. Nymph, promiscuity. So this could be an STD. This could be, maybe you need to stay away from sleeping with people right here with this nymph energy, because that's what promiscuity is with the nymph, not giving into promiscuity. But goblin, malice, and persecution, like these people are fighting tooth and nail not to give you something, saying that you're promiscuous, like you got it because of promiscuity kind of thing. I don't think that's the case. I think like, you know, you deserve whatever this is right here, and I feel like you can prove it, but you have to figure out, like, take it like in a literal sense, like Page of or Knight of Pentacles on top of the world kind of thing. Let's look at your spellcasting oracle cards. Courage, closure. Fight it to the end. You'll have closure in the end. Here's the thing, when these people come out with that Five of Swords energy, come out with that Five of Swords energy right back. Do it. Like, you can. That's the thing. You can. You can have closure in this situation. You cannot be passive about it. Fight for what is yours, Aquarius. Use your intellect right here. Be sharp, be cutting, be quick-witted, all right? If they want to come at you a certain way, come right back at them a certain way. What's this awakening energy? It's okay. You can do this if you want to. Like, I mean, nothing's going to stop you from doing that. You have to get what's yours. Unseen. Yeah, it's unseen. Sea stars. Water. So unseen in the water kind of thing. Maybe it's in the water. Like I just talked about, it's like that water, you know, that on that Camp Lejeune, actually, the water is like fucking toxic. And, you know, the news talks about it, but people don't give a shit. But it kills people left and right. So let's look at your Halloween oracle cards. It's in the water, sea stars, where the stars grow in the water. Could be parasites. Graveyard, unnecessary fear, ancestors, love, and legacy of our DNA. I don't think you need to be scared of the situation. I think you just need to prove it. That's the thing. You just have to prove the situation. You just have to prove that there is something wrong with you. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter if they say, well, it's your fault. No, you have to prove that it is their fault. You have that one small piece of evidence that blows the tower wide open. Love and legacy of our DNA. Okay, so it might be in your blood. It might be the DNA that you actually have. Something is with your DNA right here. Something could have altered your DNA, and the only way to alter it is like through a certain, like, you know, medication, and you can prove that. Like, that's what this is. Don't be scared, though. You have Hagalaz, hail, destruction, damage, distress, disruption, setback, inner crisis, doubt, transformation. Don't have an inner crisis and don't doubt yourself right here. Transform the situation. There are setbacks. The tower will fall apart. That's the damage. Maybe you got damage from getting, you know, something right here. Destruction, distress. I feel like it's causing you distress with that Nine of Wands energy. That Five of Cups is still there. The setback is the Five of Cups. Algas, protection, courage, help from others, and good decision making. You have the courage to continue to move on. You have the protection right here. You are going to need help from other people, so you might have a legal team, but they're going to make good decisions, but it's going to be kind of up to you, Aquarius. Maybe you're working on a legal case and you're just poring over the books. Maybe you're the person who has an attorney, but you still need to pour over the books. Maybe you're trying to prove yourself, like, you know, you deserve certain benefits and you're trying to pour over the books. But if you find what you're looking for, it's like very minuscule. And it could be in the blood system. It's in the DNA. It could be an altered set of DNA, altered set of genetics right here. Maybe you're trying to prove that, you know, you're related to royalty. I don't know what it is, but look at the DNA sequence of something. Look at how things intertwine together, okay? So anyway, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.